Welcome back to Thumbfuckers, everybody, and inFamous Second Son. This is part, what, 21? Yeah, 21.
21.
Yeah, it's part 21. Yeah, the beginning.
Double deuces.
It's like the beginning of each episode, like, freaks out like this. It's really weird.
It is kind of weird.
But, no, like, with how much it did it last episode, it did not do that as much, so I'm pretty sure it's just my flash drive. Because watching stuff from flash drives usually doesn't go so well.
Not always.
Yeah. Especially how small this one is. This other one I have here was the ones those were marked down to like what they were like $3 whenever I bought them. I think
they were dirt cheap for a lot of space.
For 32 gigs. So I was just like, so
I
I bought
two
of them.
over there.
Yeah, I bought a green and a pink one. So I was just like, basically because the green one I'm going to use for other things, and the pink one is basically going to be my, just like, travel one, go, you know, for videos and stuff like that.
Right.
So, which, earlier this week we were also talking about your D&D that you were getting planned, so, which we're all super excited about. I
talked to Brandon about it a little bit, and that's all what the Rebellion era, you know, but it's going to be a multiverse.
Yeah, it's going to be a
different universe. So
it's going to be basically what, 4, 5, and 6 were that kind of era, that... Yeah. But yeah, different. I guess we could, by different universe, you mean like a completely different universe from, like it's actually, well, it's set in like a different galaxy, or it's just like a different timeline.
Parallel universe.
You know,
like where one choice is made, something else happens.
And made something else, yeah. So like
this is going to be one of those
timeline.
different choices that something happens, you know, something happens different.
Yeah.
You know, it may be the same, sounds like the same story coming out, and then certain key things happen. Yeah,
that sounds just fine to me. I'm excited for it. I think you and me are probably the most excited about it. That's for sure. Because I mean, I've never done any D&D or anything like that before, but I have watched some D&D, and that's been really I've enjoyed watching it from what I have watched. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I had my idea for my character and everything too. So
as a droid.
Yeah, but instead of like the droid AI that it has in itself, like a regular droid would, it's a experimental AI that some other race made that got stuck in this droid. So because it, you know, tried to escape.
Which is great because there's different races that make different kinds of robots and everything, you know, and such. So.
Which I'm thinking maybe an Imperial, like the Empire droid. Kind of like the ones that were in, like Rogue One, that big gray one, but not exactly that, you know, a different one.
I understand that.
And then the AI be made by, like, I don't know, the Wookiees, man. No, it wouldn't, like, why would it run away from the Wookiees? The Wookiees are awesome.
The Wookiees are badass.
We'll have to look up, like, smart races that are also just, like, douchebags, I guess.
I told you I have all the books for that Saga edition, so it has all the races.
Yeah, I need to look some stuff up.
I have a copy of the digital version too. I can send your way.
Nice. It sounds good to me, because, you know, so what do you think? What do you think Brandon will go with for?
I don't know.
For his race, yeah.
I just hope he doesn't choose to be an Ewok or a Jawa. I hate small creatures.
Yeah.
I like killing them.
I honestly don't think he will. I think he'll probably try to be like a Wookiee or something like that. I think that's what he's gonna go for. It's something like that.
Which could work.
Or he'll try to be like Yoda's race or something like that.
Can't happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Gungans. I hate Gungans.
Gungans, yeah.
I hate fucking Gungans.
I was thinking about being at first I was thinking about being a Gungan, but I was just like, nah, never mind. That's Jar Jar's race, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, hey, there's the lollipop one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mika's being playful right now.
She's being very playful right now.
Yeah.
She's probably upset because the rope we had for her, she kept tearing apart, so we took it away. And
oh, did she? It's no fun.
I don't like picking up strings.
Yeah.
And seeing her poop out strings doesn't seem comfy to me.
Yeah. Did she already chew up her bone completely?
No, it's around her somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Or probably underneath the couch.
Because I remember her last time, just grinding on that thing.
Oh yeah.
Just going on it. Yeah. It sounded like a saw going onto like a piece of metal. It was just like without the the squeaking sound, just like that loud screech. Besides that, it was just like, Okay, more like a piece of stone is what it sounded like.
Stone grinding on
like a
bone
saw
or
on,
something.
just like.
What are you doing, dog?
Yeah. Last night, Brandon and I live streamed on the channel here. Yeah, some Nazi zombies.
I was gonna watch it, but I got distracted doing editing.
Yeah.
Shit.
I named it "fucking some Nazi zombies." Was that?
Yeah, I saw that. My computer, when I'm on the work desk, it'll pop up as a notification.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it popped up on my phone as soon as I started to stream. I'm like, I know.
All right, it's enough.
Yeah.
Cool it.
Go find your bone.
Go get your bone.
That's what we do with our dogs. It's like, okay, time to go find your rope toy or your ball. Is what it's time to do.
Go get your bone.
Yeah,
Let him.
that's what it's time to do. It's like, okay, here's your ball.
Skeet, skeet, mofo.
Yeah. she huffed at you like.
Yes, she did. Go lay down. Dickhead. I know, I kind of smacked you in the face in accident, I know. Or did I?
Yeah. Oh, man. Was she outside much with the black and red, like, assassin beetles that one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, did she try to eat any of them or anything like that?
Not that I know of.
Okay, yeah. That's good, because they'll get stuck to the roof of their mouths and it causes them a lot of pain because they'll bite and they'll stay latched on, so.
Yeah.
We had to check our cat and our dog, which they didn't have any, so that was good. But
no. Those
assassin beetles, they'll bite and they'll stay bit and it hurts. So, yeah, here's where we're finding the DUP, I mean the conduit with this stuff on, yeah.
There was a couple times where I take her outside and those little black and red beetles you're talking about. They're not the assassin bugs I was talking about, but I'm not sure what those are called. But
yeah, those ones will bite too,
yeah,
and they'll hurt.
The assassin bugs, actually, you got to watch out for, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But they're my canvas Batman shoes that I have, you know, for outside when I'm out back smoking a cigarette. Like sometimes bugs will climb up, and bite me on the feet.
Oh yeah,
it's like a really sharp pinch.
Yeah,
it's like, Jesus fuck.
Which we didn't have any assassin bugs out at my house, but we had the black and red beetles, and that's what we checked our.
You know what assassin bug looks like,
yes,
right?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
we've been seeing small ones on our back porch and around our house a little bit.
For some reason, I don't really get a lot over by my house. So it's just be like certain parts of town that get them for some reason.
I wonder if it's because of the cow field behind
it. It might be. Yeah, it might actually be. Yeah, they probably like more. They probably more like open grass, you know, plains and fields and stuff. It would make sense. There was a bug my dad and I discovered that I've looked it up on the internet. I still don't know what this bug is.
Yeah, there's been bugs that I see and
they're still around his place. And what they are is they're little gray bugs. They're super tiny, and their asses are completely white, like pure white, like pale. And they jump like a motherfucker. Like they jump super far. They don't have wings. They just jump. And they don't hurt or anything like that. They don't bite you or anything like that. They're not like completely covering your arm or anything like that. But you'll have, you see like 2 or 3 little ones on you, and you're just like, oh. And because we couldn't find anything on them, and I've looked up anything like, are they like this as a baby? Bugs like this as a baby? Nothing. And that's the only size we ever see them as. And he has them year round, like even in the winter and stuff. Weird. He'll have them. No, like they survive in the cold. They survive the heat, everything. There's not as many of them in the winter, of course, and we don't have as many as they do because my dad and my grandpa live together. My grandpa has a shit ton of chickens out there now, so there's not as many of them, but these bugs are quick, and I guess really smart too, because they'll get fuck away from those chickens, but because we don't know what they are, we dubbed them a name. We call them white-ass jumping bugs. Yeah. Yeah, really clever. Just like, it's like, oh, the white-ass jumping bugs are back because this summer they come in abundance. There's so many of them. And we've asked other people around who live around there, and they're like, hey, do you guys have this? And they're like, no.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, and we just don't know why. It's only around their house out in the country. They live in between Reeds and Carthage. Okay. So, do you know where Avila is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Reeds is more like if you're in a villa, say this is a villa and Carthage is over here, Reeds is over here. So my dad lives in between, out in the country, in between Reeds and Carthage, has a Reeds address. But yeah, no one else out there has any white ass jumping bugs around. So. Now there used to be a lot of bats in Golden City.
There's a lot of bats in the mall. I've seen quite a few. My buddy had one in his.
The night used to be filled with them. The skies would be filled with them at night. Here in Golden City, but now we only have. I think we're down to like 5 bats total in Golden City. We used to have about
exactly 5.
Yeah, it's literally like 5. Well, my grandpa built all the bat houses that are around town and hung them up everywhere because I mean bats are actually really good to have.
Yeah.
So that's why he built all the houses, and he checks them, every single one of them around town on like every other week he checks them, and you know he's like, from what he can tell, there's only like 5 or 6 left, and he has over 80 bat houses hanging around town. Wow. So, and we used to have, and they're big enough for like 2 or 3 bats to fit in each one, because we used to have over 100 bats in Golden City flying around all the time.
Which is good for the population of bugs, you know.
Yeah, and mainly mosquitoes is why we like bats, because they get rid of the fucking mosquitoes. Because mosquitoes serve no purpose other than just be an annoyance and you spread disease. That's all. That's all they're there for. Like bees, great. Bees are awesome. You know,
if he wants to hang one somewhere in my yard, he's more than welcome to.
Yeah, I mean, so what he's been thinking about doing is trying to find someone to, you know, where he can buy some bats, you know, but not like domesticated bats, like you know, actual wild bats, and set them loose here in town and let them do their thing. But we still have 3 of them are still actually at our property. That's where 3 of the like 5 or 6 bats are. They're still on our property, so we'll see them around all the time. So see them just flying around at night, especially 4th of July. We'll see them flying around. They don't get near the smoke or fireworks or anything like that. They don't like smoke either. So
imagine noise and bright lights.
Yeah. But no, they'll be flying around like over us because we're far away from the fireworks, just eating the bugs that are coming after us.
The Mogwai to our universe.
It's like the mosquitoes, because we'll like tiki torches and stuff too. Tiki torches and always coming right at us.
Knock it the fuck off. Knock it off.
No bites.
Why don't you lay down? Now you want to lick me.
Licking now?
First is licking, then you know what comes next.
Yeah, a friend of mine had a dog that would just lick his hair all the time. That's all. The dog would just lick the top of his head all the time. He'd be sleeping, and the dog would come over there and just lick him, just constantly. we watched the dog do it for like a straight hour, just like lick his hair, just like gosh.
All right. Stop.
Yeah.
Tired of your shenanigans.
My friend, when I'll play games online with Colton, his dog will start to piss him off.
Yeah.
And he'll just be like, he's like, get the fuck, yeah. He'll like push off, and it's like a full grown, like full-blooded yellow lab, and he's like, get the fuck away from me. He's like, you're pissing me off. You're getting annoying.
She does this when she needs to go, you know, OUT.
Yeah. He'll be like, he'll be playing a game, and then you'll hear him all of a sudden go, Remington! It's like, get off of there right now, because he'll go up to the counter and be looking around at the dishes like that haven't been cleaned yet. Like, He's like, oh, there's food on these, and he's like,
she does the same thing. After we get done eating, we all get away and put our plates away and that kind of stuff, and then we look around and she's at every single spot, licking the tiny little morsels that aren't there.
Yeah. But like he'll jump up on the counter to look into the sink. He doesn't like get up and look. He's completely up there, all 4 legs up there, looking down at it, and he'll hear him do it because he's a fucking big dog. And
yeah, you hear this clicky clacky bastard.
He hears, and then he looks over while he's playing the game. He's like, Remington! He's gotten in trouble a few times before. Like there was one time where Colton's like his mic got pulled out. by the dog because he just bolted across the living room real fast and pulled the cable out of the PlayStation and knocked the PlayStation down. But the cable was still plugged in, so it was still kind of hanging there. And he was like, and it was hanging onto his head, and it was pulling his head because the PlayStation's hanging. And he's like, motherfucker. So he sets the. So he sets the headset down back at like the end of the couch, so it's still hanging down. He runs over there, puts the PlayStation back real fast, and then he's like, and then comes back like a minute or two later, and he's like, "Sorry, I had to beat the hell out of my dog's ass for running across it because he just freaked out and just went just being an asshole, just running around because he's playing with his toy, and then he got bored with that toy and he saw the other one across the room and he just bolted for that." And it made Colton so mad. He's just like, and he's like putting him up in his crate and everything. It's like, and he's like, I'll let you out here in a little bit. He's like, don't fucking run across the room and destroy my PlayStation.
It kind of reminds me this morning. This is the one here. I was making some eggs for the kiddo, and she kept trying to get up to the pan I was cooking on. Then when I had in the bowl and they're cooling off, she kept trying to jump over there and get them, and I had to chase her away. Then she kept going back in there, and I had to go chase her down and kind of beat her to her ass. Just swapped at her a couple times. Dog drives me nuts, but
there's the demons that dive bomb you and explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there'll be other times where we're playing and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna change such a good boy," just like baby talking him forever and petting him while he plays or whatever, and then
I don't think I baby talked to Mika.
And then he'll get annoyed at him. It's like one of the videos I uploaded a few months ago of, I think it was Battlefield. He was talking about a Arabian guy who had the towel wrapped around his head and everything like that outside where he lives in his apartments in Joplin, and the guy was telling him to like get rid of his dog basically because the dog was a nuisance, which the dog doesn't bother anybody else. It only pisses off Colton. That's the only person that actually makes mad because he'll take him out and Remington doesn't mess with other people. He's there to play outside with Colton. And that's what he does, and he takes him out to go to the bathroom and stuff. And then this guy's like just saying all this stuff, and Colton gets so mad that he's just like he starts calling the guy towel head and stuff like that, and just like he's like, "Why didn't you go bomb something and kill yourself," stuff like that, awful things like that. And then he's talking, he said he got mad because Remington's his dog, he loves his dog. He's like, I love you. And he's like, you're not a bad dog. He's like, stuff like that. It's like, don't listen to what other people say. He's like, you're an awesome dog, which Remington is an awesome dog. It's just those little bursts that was just like, motherfucker, you just hear them all the time.
Every dog has their day.
And then 5 minutes later, it's not even 5 minutes later, and you hear,
just like that. Yeah. She was being sweet for just a second ago. Now she's being a little bitch. Yeah,
and then, but no, it was not even 5 minutes, and you hear Colton go, Remington! After telling him the story, and he's like, "Oh, you're a good dog, Remington. I love you." And then Remington. Anyways, thanks for watching, thumbfuckers, guys. See you guys in the next episode.